Hi, this is Stephanie Jeffries of Renew Perspective Coaching, and welcome to Sunday Gratefulness. Today, I am grateful that I have become comfortable with the discomfort of no instead of the resentment that comes with saying yes. And let me explain to you exactly what I mean. There was a time in my life where no matter what you asked me to do, I would say yes. Right? Because I want to be the person that's supportive. Maybe you want to be the person that's supportive, or you want to be the person that is always there for people. But what I've realized is that in saying yes, I begin to resent the fact that I said yes later on, not because I didn't do it with a good heart, but because there was, people weren't saying thank you, and you feel like you're being taken for granted. You feel like you're being unappreciated. So what I have done now is I have begun to kind of streamline my the people that I say yes to, or the things that I say yes to. Because the one thing that you don't want to do, you don't want to say yes now and resent it later. You don't want to do that, and you don't want to do it to the other person because the person a lot of times doesn't know, and you don't want to do it to yourself. So if you want to set a standard for how you support people, how you are there for people, then you do that. But one of the things that you have to do is to begin to set healthy boundaries for yourself, healthy boundaries for the situation. Because a lot of times people are used to giving so much in one relationship and taking in another. And a lot of times they don't realize that they're taking because they're so used to giving, and they're just relieved that they finally have somebody to give to them. There was a relationship that I was in, a friendship that I was in, and I realized that I was actually the taker. And the reason that I realized that is because I was a giver in every other relationship in my life. And it didn't begin to drain the relationship, because we actually sat and talked about it, and I was able to realize it. But a lot of people don't realize that. And what I realized, a part of my yes was a part of me feeling needed. A lot of my yes was just a part of me being supportive. A lot of my yes was just me having a genuine heart. But what I realized is that when I began to feel underappreciated and I began to resent the fact that I had said yes, it is because I was looking for a thank you in return. I was looking for a, support in the same way in return. And when that wasn't happening, it actually made me very angry, and it should not have. So one of the things that I've discovered about myself in Lent is free giving. And free giving allows you to give expecting nothing in return, because you're giving from the bottom of your heart. And I am not saying that I have not given from the bottom of my heart, because I have. But I realized that I allowed myself to be frustrated and angry because I didn't get a thank you. I didn't get the same support. And so in this season, in this first Sunday of Lent, I am just grateful that I have become very comfortable with the discomfort of saying no now instead of the resentment that comes later. And what I realized is that you can't support everybody because not everybody is going to support you. You can't be there for everybody because not everybody is going to be there for you in the same way. And it's not a lot of times that people are looking for that, but it's just that you need the same support that you give. You need the same support that you give mentally, physically, emotionally. You need that same support back. And a lot of times I found myself running on empty because I had poured everything that I had into someone else's situation. And then when I needed someone to pour back into me, they weren't available. And instead of dealing in resentment, I have just learned the beauty of saying no. I have become very comfortable with saying no, and not saying no because I dislike the person, not saying no because I have ill feelings towards the person, but saying no because I don't want to feel taken for granted. I don't want to be underappreciated. And at some point in a situation with a particular individual, if I'm saying no, then I have felt uncomfortable. I haven't felt supported. I haven't felt those things. And so I have learned to become very discomfort with no. So what I want you to do is if there are people that are asking you for things and you're giving and you're always giving, then make sure that you learn to say no. And you're not saying no because you're angry. You're not saying no because you're bitter. You're saying no because it is time for self-preservation. It is time for you to make sure that you are okay. It is time for you to actually set healthy boundaries for you. We all want to be supported. We all want to be loved. We all want people to be there for us the way that we're there for them. And you have to realize that in that some people aren't capable of doing that. But then you have to realize at the same time that you can't pour everything out and no one's putting anything back in. I hope that this message was very helpful this week. I hope that you guys have started Lent and that it is absolutely amazing and that you have given, not that you've just given up things, but you've actually added things to your life for the next 40 days. You guys be blessed. Have a great week. Please like, share, and comment. Thanks. And don't forget to subscribe. Later. Thank you.